Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aunties and uncles, nieces and nephews, cousins and cousins. We forgot moms and dads, sons and daughters, grandmas, great grandmas, granddads, great granddads. You got the cousin that's twice removed. You got second cousins. You got third cousins. Hey, listen, this is your boy Devotion, and welcome back to another video. This video, we are going to be reacting to the goated movie. In my opinion, I'm biased, but you gonna see what I'm talking about. Between Sins. All right, this film is a film that was shot. What up? We're gonna look at some reviews that's already out there on it. First of all, 6 out of 10 on IMDb. I know y'all be wilding on IMDb. Y'all be leaving some not so favorable reviews on there. Sometimes y'all be a little harsh. But 6.8 out of 10, that's somebody stretching. All right, so we're gonna go down. Now let's look at the Amazon reviews for this. This is 14 reviews. That's a good sample size in my opinion. 4.8 out of 5. Now that's more realistic. I'll even take a 4. On the film. 4.8 out of 5 on Amazon. Do we want to actually? No, we're not gonna read the reviews because it might spoil something. In the opening scene, there's like a monologue that the main character kind of gets into. It kind of introduces the scene, kind of introduces the idea, the overall theme of the movie, and it's a very powerful monologue. The words that he uses in the story that he talks about, very very interesting. If I'm allowed, I'll play a little clip right here so you can kind of hear it for yourself. It's true, man. It holds true that in our own communities, in our own neighborhoods, that it's poison, man. Like, we done been poisoned by outside influences. We done been poisoned by the previous generation with the wrong mindset, the wrong thinking. And then we've been poisoned by each other, bro. Like, instead of helping each other up, instead of helping each other grow, instead of helping each other advance, we be doing each other wrong, bro. So it's hard to grow when there's poison in the ground, when there's poison in the environment. How can you grow properly from that? So some people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? They can't relate to what we go through. But fact of the matter is it's real. Homeboy from the streets, and he's trying to navigate through everything. He's trying to navigate through doing right by his daughter. He's trying to navigate, um, trying to stay on the straight and narrow. He's also trying to navigate child support and reconnecting with his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? He owed her some money, and their relationship was a little rocky. So he's trying to navigate through that. And one of the antagonists is actually his homeboy. Um, these two are very good actors in my opinion. The antagonist, he's so real at it that, like, there's moments where, like, person applaud I applaud you, bro, because you stayed in the pocket. You didn't do too much, you didn't do too little. Your facial expressions, the way you talk, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the shots, it really was good. But he's trying to navigate that temptation of easy money, women, the drugs, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. That's coming from the antagonist, his homeboy. And again, this is something that's very real, that's going on in our society, in our world. It doesn't just have to be those specific things, but there are so many outside influences that try to pull at our young people, that try to pull at anybody in general. And it's more prevalent in our community because we already have less opportunities, we already have less resources. So when you're trying to make it, when you're trying to climb up, when you're trying to take care of your family, do better, make ends meet, it's a lot of temptation to cheat or do the wrong thing, man. So uh, it's amazing just to see the growth of this character throughout the film. We'll kind of get into that more. There's another character every single man needs. I know it can get very annoying sometimes having an accountability partner, But I highly recommend having an accountability partner because it keeps you on the straight and narrow. It keeps you accountable. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you focused on what you need to do. And it kind of reminds you of what you're supposed to be doing. Anywhere else in the world, you're going to have some type of accountability partner. When you're at work, you have a manager, you have a supervisor. They are annoying, but their job is to make sure that you are productive and that you're staying on task and that you're growing. When you work out and you have a personal trainer, I can't think of anybody more annoying than a personal trainer because they are trying to push you to your goal even when you don't want to make it. So we all need that person spiritually and even physically, mentally, and emotionally to be in our lives, provide that for us. So that's what the enemy does. That's what the devil does. That's what temptation does. It comes in a nice package. It comes friendly. It comes as, you know what I'm saying, something that seemed cool. And then towards the end, you kind of see, you get warnings, bro. We all get warnings, bro. And it comes and it shows a piece of itself, and you like, hold up, what was that? What you mean by that? So as the situation kind of goes on, and he meets this second antagonist, the second villain. I see him as a villain. He kind of hears more of the villain's viewpoint, and again, that villain is at odds. I ain't gonna say too much. We'll get to that point. Right. So I actually learned this from the filmmaker himself. Very wise young man, very well spoken, very smart. He teaches film. He can explain to you how everything works. Very smart young man. This is the plot diagram, and this movie follows it well. And it doesn't follow it like in a cliche way, in my opinion. It doesn't follow it to where it's boring. It actually follows it in a very well way. All right. So first you have the beginning, the middle, and the end to any movie, to any story, right? So in the beginning, we have what's the exposition. That's what I talked about when it introduces everything, it explains everything, it kind of gives you the general idea of where everything is going, right? Then you have a little bit of conflict. So in the beginning, we saw him trying to figure out everything. He kind of is faced with some difficult decisions from multiple people. Then we have some rising action that kind of lead up to it. That's what we're gonna get into. Then we have our climax. That's the big moment where the whole story is gonna make a drastic change after it. It's a big moment. We're gonna get into what that is too. Then we got the fallen action, the thing that kind of leads to things being resolved, things kind of, calming down, things coming to a head, whether good or bad. And then we have our resolution, what happens in the end, how everything's gonna end. And I think again, this movie does a great job of keeping it interesting while still following this path. And I absolutely cannot forget the importance of the, I guess you could call it political pieces that are in this movie. It's a very famous case, very famous trial that was all over the news about Corey Jones and what happened to him. I was very unfortunate, and I love how that instance and that incident was kind of included into this film. It shed light on the politics of it. It shed light on the injustices, and it also incorporated well because it provides kind of the tone of what's going on. Like, I'm trying to make ends meet. I'm trying to make my family work. You know what I'm saying? There's financial opportunity, even if it's not the best way, that's trying to pull me this way. Women, etc. Then there's other people in our neighborhoods and streets who are against us, and then there's the police who are against us. So him trying to navigate his life while trying dealing with all these different things, bro, like it makes more impact on it. And then it kind of brings, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't care how long you known somebody. I don't know. I don't care what they done been through with you. I don't care if they know your mama, your sister, your auntie, your cousin. If they really your homie, they really down for you for real. They will want you to do good, whichever route that is. As long as you're doing good, bro. I understand they want you to eat. I understand they want you to have some bread. But if you make a decision that, hey, this life ain't for me, hey, I'm trying to do better. If they really your homie, if they really your friend, they are going to make sure you do that. I would say a brother is born for adversity. You know what I'm saying? Born for a hard time. If we at odds, man, that's a good thing. That's what brotherly characteristics is for. Because we should have those arguments, we should have those disagreements about us getting better. If anybody is like this man, hey, listen, this man was dangerous. He was pushing his agenda. He was about the streets. He couldn't understand. He couldn't picture living a life outside of the way he was already living. And he was so deep into it that, you know what I'm saying, he's a detriment just to even be around, bro. We kind of see that. You'll see that in the film. Like, they started targeting my man. They started putting a target on his back, and he became a problem. You know what I'm saying? So just by being around the wrong person, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, you gotta surround yourself with good people. You gotta surround yourself with somebody who's gonna push you to do better. I don't care if they really is about that life. They can still want you to do better, man. I got family members who, if I'm being honest with you, they about that life, but they smart. They've been through it. They've adjusted. They've corrected. And they are living good, and they do nothing but speak the truth to me and my brother, to my cousins, to all the nieces. They speak what's real, and they teach us how to get bread the right way. They teach us how to impact our community. They teach us how to be an influence on the next generation, bro. So ain't no excuse, bro. Ain't no excuse, bro. If you really want somebody to do right, bro, look at this man. Look at this man. He looks so evil. Man, look at evil, bro. Some way, somehow, even after all of that, this man still ends up doing some 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 licks, some tasks with homie. I think it came from a place of like care. Like, some of their homies started dying, some situations started happening. So I think he really cared about bro. Didn't want bro to, you know what I'm saying, make a mistake or have something happen to him. So he came with him, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a brother. And he realized, nah, man, this man still crashing out. I got too much to lose. I ain't finna crash out with this man. And then he was like, hey, since you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, stay with me, I need you to do one more thing. And then we basically square. That's kind of what he was trying to say. So he takes a bag into, it looks like some type of garage, like car garage. And then he knock on the office door. And the dude's like, oh, finally about time you got here. And the pastor of the church walks out. He like, oh, Lord, like, what you doing working for this man? And this is what the homie is trying to use against him, or like, you know what I'm saying, throw it in his face. Like, oh, even the pastor working for me. I ain't your God. Like, I've been taking care of things while you gone. And again, if somebody is your real friend, they not finna hang stuff over your head like that, bruh. Like, they not finna throw it in your face that they helping you. They're not finna throw it in their face that all the things that they do for you. So if they doing that, they not your real friend, bro. And then he's kind of met with this situation where, like, all right, I really got to protect myself and make it known, like, I'm done with you, bro. And the way that it happens, I'm going to be honest, in a different situation, it could go either way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could leave you alone, or he could have took out his whole family. But the grace of God going to protect us and cover us when we need it. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It be the ones who you closest to that really do you wrong. I think the movie has a beautiful resolution. He really starts to appreciate and value things that's most important. And I pray that more of us have this moment, more of us have a chance and an opportunity to realize where we are and to come to God. It don't necessarily have to be in these exact circumstances. You could be living in a mansion, working for a Fortune 500 company, and still be battling within your spirit, within your mind with something. You still could be going through something, dealing with something that is not aware to most people. It don't matter whether you are worth $0 or you're worth $1 billion. We all go through things. We all struggle. We all suffer loss. We all suffer anxiety. We all suffer stress. We all suffer doubt, fear. All of these things that are negative emotions. All of these things that will happen in our life, trials and tribulations. And the only one, I'm so sorry to say, that can help us through it is Jesus Christ. It's through God. And we have to have that moment of realization, like my EP, point of no return. This is where that old life stops, that old mentality stops. And this is where my new life begins. And where people mess up, even in accepting their faith, even in accepting Jesus Christ, even in making this determination in their mind, We often think just because I've made this decision that it's going to be easy. Nah, it ain't gonna be easy. He still live in the same house. He still live in the same neighborhood. He still is around the same people. But what's changed is his perspective, the way he sees things. What changed is his mindset, the way he thinks. What changed is the way he moves. So that's why I say stay devoted, because every single day you got to make that decision to be devoted to these things that you care about and stay blessed. Every single day you have to be in a position of being blessed. All right. Listen, man, this film is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I can only clip so much. I can only show so much. And I really hope that you all enjoyed this review. In my opinion, it's 5 stars. I definitely want to see more from this filmmaker. Like I said, if you have not seen it yourself, even if you watch this video, watch the movie for yourself. It's on Amazon. I believe it's on some other platforms, so I don't want to get it wrong. So I'll put it up here above my head or in front of my face. So you can go and watch it. I'll put the links in the description as well, so you can watch it. And then, like I said, I'm gonna put the social media page for the filmmaker, because we want him to make more films. We want him to make more content, to make more productions. You know what I'm saying? So please support, please like, please comment. For this video, I'll never ask you to do this again, but for this video, please share, so somebody can see this film or see this reaction and get their hands on it as well. And listen, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I have on one of my Father's Day shirts. It's even though it's not Father's Day no more, these Father's Day line shirts, they are customizable. So if you want to change the tag to something else, to devoted basketball player, devoted musician, devoted husband, devoted brother, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want it to be, devoted doctor, whatever you wanted to say, you can customize it. You can hit me up in one of the comments. You can hit me up on my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram in the description. You can email me. I believe that you can email on the website. The website is in the description. So yeah, let me show you what it looked like. So this is from a series. It's actually from a devotional book. It's Go Ahead. So this one says, "Go ahead, man. Devoted Father." All right. So it's from a series, from a devotional book that I read and some of the church members read, the men from the church read. And then we have the regular Devoted Father one. I think I put that on Instagram. I'll try to run the B-roll right here so you can kind of see it. But yeah, as always, stay devoted, stay blessed. Thank you for watching. Peace.
When we come through, you know it's a vibe. Make sure you like, come and subscribe. Go check out the guy, get the pleasant surprise. Come get a laugh, get the weight off your mind. Come get a laugh, get the weight off your mind. Come get a laugh, get the weight off your mind. Mind.